Hi, this is Lourdes for HealingCrystals.com.
And I'm Tara for HealingCrystals.com.
One question we get asked quite a bit is, how do we do distance healings with crystals?
Right.
And for me, distance healing is probably the easiest thing to do with crystals.
It's not always that easy for everybody. It is for you because you're a healer, but
okay, what I mean easy is it is probably the easiest thing to do if you get, let's say, a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
I have this, but you could put a person's name on it, put a clear quartz with the intention on it,
mm-hmm.
and ask that the clear quartz send the most positive energy to that person.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's very simple. I think one of the most important things to remember about distance healing is that distance healing is all about the power of intention.
Yes, I agree.
The healer is intending to heal somebody, and the recipient of the healing is intending to be healed. And when you have those two things,
mm-hmm.
time, space, none of that matters. So you don't have to have that person right in front of you.
Right.
And I think that's the key to distance healing. I think that's what frightens a lot of people and makes them nervous is they think, oh, how can I heal somebody? They're so far away.
Mm-hmm. So for me, what I do is, if you look at our cards, and let me just see if you can hold on one second. Each of our card decks has a chakra card, which is the coolest thing. And here it goes. Mm-hmm. We have a chakra card.
That is correct.
So if you want to work on a person's chakra, you
mm-hmm.
could easily just take a clear quartz,
right,
and place it right on the card with the intention that it goes to all of their chakras.
Clear quartz will clear anything.
Yes, it does. It works on everything.
It's extremely powerful, and it amplifies your intentions and the energy behind your intentions. So that's why it's an excellent crystal to use for distance healing.
It is. And if you wanted to, you could put one crystal for each chakra. I mean, that works too.
Mm-hmm.
It depends, like Tara says, your intention, your goal.
Right.
Now, another way to do it, and this is a little bit more challenging, at least for me because I have to sit quietly, is I take a crystal like rose quartz,
mm-hmm.
and I imagine the rose quartz energy, and I ask the rose quartz to please send the energy to that person.
Okay.
And you have to sit quietly for a couple of minutes and do that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that's challenging because I usually don't have the time.
Right.
Or I'm not very good at sitting quietly.
Mm-hmm.
But you could do that.
Now, if you if you don't want to have to use a lot of crystals, or maybe you want to do a little more than just use one crystal, you can use a variety of kind of what I call the workhorses of the crystals. And again, you could do a layout. If I'm looking at there's two different ways of doing healing, distance healing as far as I'm concerned. There's like a single session, and then there's kind of a long term for more chronic things, and we'll talk about that in a second. But let's say I want to send healing to Lourdes. We're not always together. It seems like it, but we're not.
No, it does seem like it.
Okay, so if I want to send healing to her, what I can do is, if you've got a layout, that's wonderful. You mm-hmm. don't need it, though. What I could do is I could use a clear quartz mm-hmm. to amplify my intention. And clear quartz is just general healing. Could use rose quartz for love. Mm-hmm. Black tourmaline to remove whatever negative energy is surrounding Lourdes. Pyrite mm-hmm. will Pyrite is kind of it sends the energy. It's kind of a traveler, if you will.
It's a conductor.
A conductor, thank you. That's the word. I couldn't think of the word. Also blue goldstone I like for that as well, and then I also kind of like hematite as well for that kind of thing. You could use a couple of these. You could use all of them. What I also like about Pyrite is about abundance.
Yes.
So if I'm trying to heal an issue related to work or prosperity or anytime you feel that something's lacking or somebody feels mm-hmm. that something's lacking, that's an abundance issue, and Pyrite can help with that. And so that's it. That's very simple. And what I might do is I might activate it using a crystal wand if I have it. Mm-hmm. Just run it up and down and can think about my intention, maybe say it out loud, and boom, it's done.
And for me, what I like to do often, and at least I have an actual grid right now working, where it's a healing grid mm-hmm. to people who've sent me their names that they need help. Mm-hmm. And what I have in it is I have a large piece of amethyst in the center. And then around it, I have carnelians. Amethyst is for a spiritual healing.
Mm-hmm.
Carnelians help boost the immune system, and amber is a great cleanser. So I have a grid like this set up for people who are asking me for physical healing. You know, I asked, although crystals do not heal by themselves, they help release the energy blockages that can be contributing to these illnesses that people have. And I used the Seed of Life. You can find this online, you know, just go in, Seed of Life, make sure that it's allowed to be printed.
Right.
And do that. You could put their names underneath it on another piece of paper.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Or just under one crystal. But it's a terrific way of getting energy out there for a lot of people.
Right.
Or even one person, when you just don't have the time to send energy to one person at a time.
To send it to multiple people. And
exactly.
to have that constantly going.
Yes.
And, you know, of course you always want to reactivate the energy, clear away the negative energy, that kind of thing. But that's a very good idea if you want to keep it going. If I want to do something constant, ongoing, for instance, I keep a grid going for migraines because I suffer from migraine headaches. So I send distance healing to myself so that I don't get the migraines. But for that instance, I like to use the cards. Again. And the reason I like to use the cards is because I have a cat who likes to play with the crystals, so there's no point in sending them up. He's just going to whack them away. So the cards, he's not going to touch. So what I have is I will have, sitting in my home, I will have the amethyst card, blue turquoise, and hematite. Those are the crystals that help me to alleviate. And my intention is that I will not get a migraine headache. That's all. Boom. That's it. Very simple, not fancy. Just intention, I don't get migraines. What I might do is I might keep a real amethyst by it just to amplify the energy as well. Or maybe, you know, if I feel like sometimes selenite I like to use there as well, again, to amplify the energy, and because selenite is so healing. So I think that's using the cards is wonderful for distance healing as well. It's also something if I feel if I'm going to be in a situation where I have the potential for the stress and the migraine that might follow it, I might keep this card with me for the day.
That's a good idea.
You know?
And one thing we get asked often is, how often do you clean the crystals? If you're working with a person on any healing type, whether you're laying them out on a person, let's say you physically have a person you're working on and you lay these crystals on, as soon as you take them off, usually 20 to 40 minutes at the most, you clean them.
Right.
If you're having a grid, depending on how many people on it and what is it doing, you may want to clean it every day and charge it in the moonlight when we have the full moon.
Right.
And the sun, if it can take sunlight. For example, the amethyst cannot take sunlight, so this one is not going out there.
Well, it can't, you know, I had somebody recently on Facebook call me out about the whole sunlight thing because I had a fluoride in my window. I wouldn't say that they can't take sunlight. Sometimes I put my amethyst out in the sun. But I don't leave them out there.
Exactly. That's
I don't
what
leave
I should
them there.
say.
It's in the window for maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yes.
You know, it's not, but then I tend not to clean my crystals for a long period of time anyway, but I might, you know, if I feel called to put an amethyst or darker crystal in the sunlight, I'm going to do it. I'm just not going to leave it there for a long time. It'll just be there for a little bit of time and then it comes back in because I think sunlight is really good for just about all crystals. It's just, it's your timing. You don't want, I wouldn't like leave it out there for a whole day because it's not gonna like that.
No, it's not going to like it at all.
But a little bit of sunlight is never going to,
and check your crystal because some crystals don't like sunlight, some don't like moonlight, some don't like sage. Always check with the crystal first.
Exactly, absolutely. And just for your reference, on our beginner's reference page on healingcrystals.com, you'll find a lot of this information. We have a whole section about this.
On safeguards. We have a lot of on safeguards with crystals, some with grids. On distance healing, it's all there.
Right, but there is a specific section that says distance healing. So if you click on that, you'll see articles and then our video and other information about distance healing. And also, of course, on our beginner's reference page, like Lorda said, there's lots of other information about clearing and charging your crystals. And we have our Crystals Cautions Guide. So for healingcrystals.com, I'm Tara.
And I'm Lourdes.
Crystal blessings.
Bye-bye.